There we go. So welcome back, everyone. Today we will be doing a comprehensive review on the cheapest survival knife on Amazon. So here's the criteria. What I'm looking for is I was looking for the cheapest fixed blade knife, and it had to have a couple things: 4-star rating or better, and at least 10 reviews. So you might say, well, I found cheaper knives, or I can find cheaper knives than this. Actually, not within those criteria, not at the time of this filming. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. What does it say in the box here? So I know there were some directions. Oh, here we go. There was a warning. This knife has extreme sharp edges. Use caution when, well, we will see. We will see. It would be nice. It is very nice that they put a nice sharp edge on it for us so we don't have to go to the trouble. Now, I must say I was a bit underwhelmed. I was expecting it to be a lot bigger. This is actually a small knife. It looked like a big knife. I thought it was going to be kind of like remember the old Buck Navy SEAL knife? Well, let's get into it. So we got a stainless steel knife with pretty much your garden variety black plastic or Cordura sheath, belt loop. That's fine, no big deal. And kind of that classic design. We've got some serrations on there. I've always wondered what those were for. Some people say they're for sawing. I've never found them to be very useful for sawing. And then some serrations here as well. Not very effective. As for it being sharp, let's see. Well, the paper doesn't lie. Let's see. You know what? It's actually not razor sharp, but it's not, I've seen worse. It's not bad. So one thing that surprised me, I guess I didn't realize when I'd ordered it, was, of course, it's got a hollow handle. Oh, it's got a compass in it. It's got a compass. Does it work? I always am a little bit suspicious of compasses that are set in metal bezels. I don't know how that works. So if I can tell you, north, what's this? There's a capsule inside of there. Did that came out of there? Well, that's also a nice surprise. I wonder what's in there. So north is this direction, I can tell you, because I know it. So let's see. Come on. Sometimes they hang up there a little bit. It's pointing this direction. So compass, wouldn't put a whole lot of faith in that. Hopefully, there's something better in this little capsule. Isn't that interesting? I had no idea that was in there. All right. Well, it just keeps getting better, doesn't it? We'll get through our tabletop review here. We'll take it out and put it through its paces and see how it stands up in the real world, in the rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest. So what we have here, we have a mini survival kit. A very tiny survival kit. What have they given us here in this little plastic bag? So we have some fishing line. We have some probably, I would guess, 15-pound test fishing line. We have a striker for our matches. We have a fish hook. Look at that. Is it barbed? It is. We have a barbed fish hook. We have a needle and thread. It's the first needle I've ever. Does that have a point on it? Oh, there's two. They're just switched. We have a needle and thread with a little bit of cardboard, and that's it. Interesting. Well, that will certainly be handy when we go out and try to survive with this knife. Nice to have all of that. We can sew on a button if need be. We could even catch a trout. Think we could catch a trout with that? We'll see. All right, one fish hook. Don't lose it. Don't lose that fish hook. Okay. So inside, I was thinking this was going to be more of a full tang knife, but if I look inside there, can we see? Nope, you can't see. I can see that it's held on with a small nut. So there is a small threaded rod that goes on here, and then is tightened down with a nut. Of course, the capsule goes back inside, the useless compass, and that completes the whole package. Build, fit, and finish. Let me see here. I'm a little bit suspicious of this this connection point. There is a little bit of movement right there. Can you hear it? Maybe not. Well, we've got the... Well, we'll see. You never really know. We'll take it out and chop on it and see what happens there. But overall, the fit and finish looks pretty good. We've got a knurled handle here. We've got a rubber O-ring. I'm sure the intent of that is to keep our survival kit, our matches, our 3 matches, nice and dry so we don't get into trouble. But there you have it. All right. Well, I don't think there's a whole lot more to cover on the tabletop. I think it's time to take it out into the field and see what it can do. So it's time to move on to our field test portion of the cheapest survival knife on Amazon. I brought my faithful Russian L-Count heart racer here to look after things while we're doing our test, make sure nothing slips up on me. So before we get to the batoning, let's check out the compass. Has the compass maybe decided to start working for us? North, of course, is towards you guys, and it actually says that it's south. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to rely upon the compass, but we do have our survival kit, which one thing that I failed to mention in the tabletop review is that I found was there's a lead sinker. There's a lead sinker with our fish hook. Well, that'll come in handy. It's easy to catch fish with a fish hook and a little piece of leader. All right, so we have 3 matches. We have 3 tries. What do they say? 3rd time's the charm. We have 3 tries to get a fire lit. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any dryer lint with me here today, but usually, if I search hard enough in the bottom front pocket of the tin pants, there's always some sort of organic material of some sort. So I don't know if we can get that to light, but we'll give it a shot here. So we have 3 tries. Boy, can you imagine? Can you imagine the anxiety if you were really lost and it was all down to this? Let's see. Try number 1. Oh, there we go. And of course, the tin pants are always ready for a survival situation. Look at that. Right there. That is organic material from inside my pocket. So the tin pant litter didn't take all that well. Let's try with a little bit of leaf litter. This, unfortunately, that match doesn't look too good. All right, so let's say that we need to start a fire. Day 2. Uh-oh. Just as I suspected, that was not a good-looking match. Last one. Oh, no. Well, that's unfortunate. Especially, it would be very unfortunate if you found yourself relying upon it. Batoning is the ultimate test for the survival knife. Many a survival knife have not passed this test. I've broken knives, many knives doing this from quality manufacturers. K-Bar, Gerber, Kershaw, just to name a few. All right, so batoning, if you don't know, is the process of using your survival knife to split wood. All right, so we'll put it up on here. We've got a piece of hard cherry, about 2 inches in diameter, very dry. A tough test for a survival knife. Ooh, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. A lot of vibration from the handle. Will it make it? Boy, that's a hard one. It's a little small. Okay. Okay, let's keep going here. Starting to show some signs of weakness, I'm afraid. Okay. Test wouldn't be complete unless we did 4 quarters here, right? Starting to hear a jingle jangle there. What's that all about? Uh-oh. Ooh, the blade is hot. Hot to the touch from all that friction. That doesn't look good. Now for our final test, a knife throw. Now a good survival knife should have the
the perfect balance of blade and handle so that it slips free from the hand and can be used as a defensive weapon. Balance on the survivor knife, not so good. Stainless steel, USA custom design, hand forged in China. Hand forged, is it? Number 1. It's a surprisingly good throwing knife at 3 and 5 paces. So some final thoughts. You know what, the ratings on this knife, the Amazon ratings, at over 100, over 4 stars. 4 stars or so. I had high expectations, but as we can see from our thorough testing, this is not a survival knife at all. This is garbage. However, I was surprised how well the balance was for throwing. I almost couldn't not get it to stick into a tree, so that was kind of fun. But what use is that when it completely falls apart? So I guess what have we learned? What we've learned is at $7, you cannot get a survival knife, at least on Amazon anyway. All right, we'll keep trying with our budget survival gear series. And next time I have something very exciting, and hopefully we have better results.
Don't miss my previous video on testing the cheapest axe on Amazon and the cheapest survival shovel. There's a few surprises in the survival shovel that you may not expect it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to take a moment and click the thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the next video.